Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TNT Motorsports Monster Truck Challenge. And this is the beautiful TNT Retro Arena. Where we have all these junk cars just waiting to be crushed and jumped over by the monsters. All the fans are ready and waiting. We got a great show here for you this evening. We have, I think, 10 of the best classic monster trucks you will find anywhere. And we've got 2 of them already staged up on the starting line right here. We've got Bigfoot number 4. We've got the classic Gravedigger. Beautiful trucks, both of them. Bigfoot with the front motor configuration, Firestone tires. Gravedigger, of course, with the rear motor, Goodyear tires. The good old Jolly Roger on the back of the Gravedigger. Forward flag on top of Bigfoot here. Both of these trucks are ready to go. So we're just going to go ahead and jump inside a Bigfoot here. This track is a little short, but it's a little bit tricky. So here we're going to go ahead and take a run real. Here we go. A nice clean run for Bigfoot there. He makes it across the cars nice and easy. I forgot about that. There's a lip over that door that just cut off the friggin' lights and the flag that I have there. Oh yes, and here are our other trucks that we have waiting for us. All classics, all very nice. I'll get to those in a moment. Let me go ahead and switch on over to the Gravedigger. Okay. So yes, we have the Gravedigger, classic body style, classic paint job. It's all set up very much the way it would have been back in the old days, around 1990 or so. TNT. We've got those classic engine noises as well. We're going to do this one from in the cockpit, because why not? As I mentioned, there's a bit of a lip here at this door. It's hard to tell because everything is black. Yeah, right there you can see as the camera clips through it, and there's Bigfoot's accessories that fell off of him. Okay. Whew. Yes. I have gone to painstaking lengths to get all these trucks set up. Well, I suppose it wasn't really all that painful, but anyways. We have the classic Bigfoot number 4, the correct paint job. Unfortunately, I could not get the right headers because since Bigfoot runs a Ford engine, for whatever reason, the game does not have as many header options for the Ford engine when it's in the front engine configuration when it's in the front of the chassis. Not sure why that is, but it's kind of annoying. Classic Gravedigger with the zoomies on the side. He's very nice, though. And then over here, we have 8 more trucks. The first 6 all come from the TNT Unfinished Business event that was held back in 2022. I believe the event was held in April. But we've got the Buffalo Tremor. All very well done. I have customized these trucks from their original versions to make them as close to, again, what they would have been back in around 1990 or so. And so Buffalo Trimmer also has the front engine configuration. All of these trucks have the chain, limiting straps. Looks all very nice. So I tried to use modern suspension parts, the shock absorbers and things. We want these trucks to be fair and equal. And then next to the Tremor, we've got the Carolina Crusher. Also front engine. And I have the zoomy headers, and even though that part isn't exactly accurate, if you look at the old Carolina Crusher, the headers would have been coming out of the front wheel wells. So it would have been right above the front tires, basically. But that is not an option in the game right now, so I just went with these zoomy headers. They look about right, even though they're not in the correct position. Everything all set up there nice and good. Next to him, we've got the Equalizer. Nice blue and white cow print paint job is what I've always thought of it as. Equalizer had the rear motor, and he's got some down sweep headers, and I've got him running the half and half coilover and nitrogen shock setup. And I should also mention that all of these trucks on their drive shafts, you can notice these covers or these safety blankets. Kind of hard to see on that one. That was a rule back during the TNT game, or the TNT days, is the drive shafts had to be covered by safety blankets. It was a safety issue, so if the drive shaft was to explode or break, parts and pieces wouldn't go flying and hit any spectators, so they have these blankets to cover them up to prevent any harm being done to the spectators. So there's good old Equalizer. And next to him, we've got the Nightlife truck. Another front engine with some down sweep headers, normal nitrogen shocks. He's got that kind of unique Chevy body style with the, I think it's referred to as a Chevy step side. There's a little step there on the rear fender used to get up into the truck. Next to him, we've got the Outlaw. Good old Outlaw. Front engine. Once again, Ford. So the down sweepers were not a option, and neither was anything else that would have been accurate. He's got the full nitrogen shock set up. Very nice. All of these trucks are running Goodyear tires, by the way. Except for Bigfoot, who has Firestones. Good old Outlaw. And then next to him, we got the Thunder Chicken. Another front motor. Nitrogen shock setup. Everything else. Everything else. So those are the 6 from the TNT Unfinished Business event. Up next, we have another classic truck, the Stomper. Now, this one was a little bit older than the 1990 series, but unfortunately, no one has done the 1990 era paint job for the Wild Hair truck, which was a regular in 1990. But the Wild Hair truck was actually originally Stomper number 2. So I found the Stomper paint job. I decided to have that one instead. So then we've got Stomper. Full nitrogen shock setup. Paint job is very nice and accurate. And then one of the all-time greats, the USA 1. Another front engine. Full nitrogen setup. Very nice. And this one doesn't exactly have the fully accurate body style, although also doesn't have the design on the hood that it should have. Yes. And yes, by the way, I'm actually walking around. You don't have to have a vehicle to get around in this game. You can actually leave your vehicles, which is very handy. So Bigfoot and Gravedigger have already had their runs. Let's go back to the Buffalo Trimmer over here. We're going to jump inside of him. Hoping I'm not about to lose anything going down this tunnel. Nope, we're good. Let me line this up real good here. Now this track is a little tricky. You don't just mash the gas and go. There's a little hill here on the starting line, and it's smart to just kind of roll the hill and then gun it to fly over the cars. So let's go for a ride. Oop. That was not a very good run. The truck hooked to one side on me right as I got on the gas. Oop. That lip. If the person who made this track sees this video, please remove that little lip, or at least make it so it's non-collidable. 'Cause that thing just tore off my lights on my truck. Did the same thing to Bigfoot, too. Gonna get the parts fixed up there. Get rid of that so I can actually not have that screen obscured by all this. Yes, I found out that you can get rid of the UI. We're gonna jump in the good old Carolina Crusher here. Have Crusher run out of the right lane here. And try and line him up here. So much smoke comes out of those zoomies. Let's see if I can get a straight shot out of it this time. That was better. Whoa, and you gotta shut her down to avoid hitting that wall there. but a pretty good run, nevertheless. Okay. Okay. Run on over here to the Equalizer. And we'll hop into him. Now the Equalizer's got some different shocks, so we'll see if he handles it a little bit different. Ooh, he's a little bit crooked. He's off-centered here. Okay. And I think I hooked it a little bit. Okay. Let's take a ride from inside the cab on this one here. Oof. That one was a little bit weird. But still fairly straight and smooth. This one here, the Equalizer, also does not have exactly the right body style. But it's not bad. Good old Equalizer. Now let's run on over here to the Nightlife truck. This also kind of brings up a thing that I was thinking about is with all these older trucks, and there's actually more than just this. I just don't think my computer can handle loading all of them in at once. But with all of these trucks, it would be interesting to see somebody run a all-retro league racing, and then maybe do freestyle as well, since they're built on modern chassis. You could do the freestyle, Yeah, I think we're actually a little bit lopsided in the... Not exactly sure if this track was made nice and straight. See if we can do this. Uh-oh. She veered off to the one side. Still not a bad run, though. Yes, but I took several hours and spread across the last couple of days setting all these trucks up, because there's plenty of them in the game as far as the different truck packs that I have been able to get on my computer. And again, it's more than just the unfinished business trucks. Obviously, there's the Gravedigger Retro and the Bigfoot number 4 and also Bigfoot number 8, which I also have, of course. I also have a second version of the Outlaw truck with a different body style and a slightly different paint job. I also have a different version of the Equalizer with a different paint job, slightly different paint job and a different body style. And then I have an alternate version of USA 1 with an older body style and slightly different paint job. Let's hop into the Outlaw here. Now, Outlaw has a little bit different engine sounds, because it always did sound a little bit different. I think that's actually about pretty good. Let's take a run. Another pretty good run. Jeez. And then I have to run way over here to the Thunder Chicken. These trucks are getting way too far away. Let's give this one a go here. Ooh. Not very straight and kind of crooked. All right. And I apologize for all these long, drawn-out running bits, but I'd rather not have to bring up the menu to just instantly change trucks. And then we have Stomper. The Stomper truck, of course, kind of infamous for his nasty rollover in Louisville, the Figure 8 track, the Louisville Motor Speedway, which sadly no one has made a recreation of in this game, which would be very nice if they did. Especially if it was more of a, like a modern interpretation. Let's do this from inside the cab. Ooh, now that was a good straight run. All right, just got the one more truck. Good old USA 1. There's nothing really else to this track to show off. It's just surrounded by a big grassy field. So, nothing really else to show off, sadly. USA 1 noteworthy for being the first monster truck points champion. It won the championship in '88. Let's get her lined up here. And let's take a run. Ooh. Gonna do a little bit of freestyle here for you. It's not much to work with, but and there goes the flag. But that's going to be it for this here video. This mainly just a we'll call it a commercial for a possible league that might maybe we can get organized here. And like I said, it could be a league where all the trucks are retro, these kind of classic trucks, and they look the way they did back in the old days, but they're still on modern equipment, modern chassis, modern suspension parts, good tires, so that way nobody can bitch about it's being unfair that they've got a truck that's way too good. And we could do classic style racing tracks like what I've just shown here, as well as I mentioned before, the recreation of the Louisville Motor Speedway, which sadly doesn't exist anymore in the real world, but making a recreation of it in the game shouldn't be too hard. But have a nice long figure 8 race. And then we could have a freestyle version of it with some ramps, backflip ramps and regular ramps and jumps and some crush cars. And we could just make a bunch of other tracks and things like that for like a retro, modern, sort of a cross between the two. I think it would be very fun. I'm going to get up here on the hood of good old Bigfoot here. We're going to get up on the roof, actually. So, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know there wasn't exactly a whole lot to it. The track is kind of small, and there's not a lot of crush cars, and it's just a single set of cars, really. But that's the way it was back in the old TNT days. And we got 10 of these trucks, all classic, all very nice and iconic. And again, I went to great detail to make sure that these trucks looked as accurate as possible. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Please join us next time for more Monster Mayhem. And we'll be seeing you real soon for that. So thank you all, and good night.